Hello and welcome to my Upper Calf Creek Falls Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument hike. That is definitely a mouthful. This is the Over the Hill Hiker YouTube channel. On All Trails, this says this hike is 2.1 miles, but I did an awful lot of hiking off trail, ended up about 4.5 miles. I started this hike really early in the morning. It was still dark. Hope you enjoyed this video.
All right, so I am at Upper Calf Creek Falls. It's about 6:45 in the morning. The sun is not up yet. I'm gonna start this hike, and hopefully by the time I get to the falls, I will have the sun up. So let's see how it goes. All right, so just getting started. It rained most of the night, and it's definitely wet, and it is 35 degrees right now. So not only is it wet, it is very cold and actually very windy. Whew. All right, I'm about a half mile in. It is still freezing cold. Probably high 30s. Everything is wet. Like I said, it rained all night long, so in some ways that's a blessing, because my guess is this is really soft sand normally, but right now it is definitely not. Half mile in, so I'm starting to get deeper into this canyon. You can see this big old puddle of water right there. Like I said, it rained all night long. There's been multiple spots that there's a lot of water, so here's another one right there. All right, dropping down in. I'm excited. I've heard a lot about Upper and Lower Calf Creek Falls, so it's been on my bucket list of hikes I've wanted to do for a long time, so I'm excited to finally get to do it. Yeah, those fall colors down there are beautiful. All right, I'm closing in on a mile. I can hear the falls. Well, I'm assuming it's the falls. I can hear a river. So my assumption is I'm getting close. Turned my headlamp off a minute ago. It's definitely getting lighter and lighter. Oh wow, holy smokes. Dang. Wow, that's pretty dang spectacular. I don't know where the heck this trail's taking me, but I want to get down into that canyon now. Holy smokes. All right, looks like that is Upper Calf Creek Falls. I gotta find my way down there. And my guess is last night when it was raining, I can see water flowing over there. But when that was raining last night, that was pretty spectacular. Wow. I'm gonna go check that out, then I'm gonna make my way down there. Looks like there's a trail down there. That tells me I can get down there, so that's awesome. Super excited. There's the canyon below. All right, so hiked up a little further. Got this cute little waterfall right here, going into a little pond. Oh, this is a really cool area. Really cool area. All right, looks like this is where I'm gonna cross. So I crossed over. You can see the two pools. It's that smaller little falls, and that's Calf Creek Falls right there in the middle. I'm gonna hike over to the other side, check out where that other falls is at. Really interesting. Got this dark layer that is on a lot of these rocks. Almost must have some type of metal in it, or like iron or something, because there's a spot right there that looks rusted. That's interesting. It's really cool. See the sun starting to come up. All right, I'm kind of in that area. So that's the canyon below. That's where that little falls is at. And then I'm just gonna walk up, and obviously there's a little falls right up here. Currently there's water flowing through this. My assumption this is all from the rain last night. I could be wrong. But my guess is this probably doesn't normally run. But again, I could definitely be wrong. It's my first time here, so. All right, so I'm up above, and there's just pool after pool after pool. Kind of in the center of the frame right there is where that little waterfall goes off. I'm just gonna hike up here for a bit and see what's up here. You can see this debris on the side of this little river. You can see how full this was last night. Like I said, it rained hard last night. Not that where this debris is showing that it's super full, but it must have been flowing pretty good. It's really cool. Just gonna turn around and give you a view. So I'm on the opposite side of Calf Creek Falls, or Upper Calf Creek Falls, I guess. There's that little alcove underneath, and it's a waterfall right now, but it's just barely a waterfall, mostly from all the rain that came last night. But I'm hiking up that side right now, just checking it out.
I took some pictures of what the wet sand looked like. It looked really cool in the morning with the way the sun was rising and the light was kind of hitting this wet sand. Looked really cool.
I was gonna go up and hike off, and I thought I'll just go a little bit further. Super cool little area. A bunch more, I don't know what you'd call them, little water holes, potholes, I guess, I don't know. Like an area where two rivers, or two little washes come together. Got a water hole right there, and that looks like that's kind of a waterfall almost area up there, so I'm gonna check it out. Look at all the debris. Must have been flowing pretty dang hard off of this. This whole area must have been filled up. And all the roots of that tree were just catching all kinds of debris coming down. Look how high this debris is up on the side here. This actually must have been really full last night. Alright, as you can see, the sun is up and it's starting to hit some of these rock formations. I'm gonna head up, hike across, and go check those out, and then make my way back. I know you're probably sick of hearing about it and seeing it, but you can see how high up the water was. Oh, that's crazy. That's flat out a dam right there. Wow. Super interesting. I've never seen anything quite like that. As much vegetation is there. Makes me feel like it's natural, but I don't know. Could be totally wrong. I'm excited to get the sun on me. It was 35 degrees when I left my car this morning. It's a little after 8 right now. I've been hiking for, I don't know, a little over an hour maybe. My guess is there's lots of history in this area with Indians. Makes me curious where they were at. The sun is up. Just all these really cool little pools. I'm gonna hike up onto this and then start heading back to where I guess the upper falls is at. And all these little pools are really cool. Freezing cold. The way this sandstone looks, reminds me a little bit of Zion's with that checkerboard pattern that you get in Zion's. Well, at least in some of the areas of Zion's. All right, so I've hiked way up above everything. This is the area right in the center of the screen is the area that I hiked in. I don't know if you can see that little valley right there. And then kind of right in the center of the screen, it's hard with the sun up, but right in the center of the screen is where Upper Calf Creek Falls is at. And then center of the screen come in this direction. That clump of trees over there, that's where Calf Creek comes in, and then it goes over the falls right in the center of the screen right there. So I'm gonna hike down over here and then follow the river bed, or creek bed, I guess as you would call it, all the way to the falls. And then I'm gonna hike down to the base of the falls. This area is just gorgeous. One thing I can tell you for sure is that sun feels amazing. It was super chilly this morning. Check this out. This little outcrop of rock. It's just covered in that, what to me looks like some type of rust. Looks like some type of metal, but obviously it's some type of sandstone that must have a lot of iron in it. And it's just obviously kept this little spot from eroding. So my goal was to hike down into this area and then hike back to Upper Calf Creek Falls. Lots of vegetation. Beautiful, but I'm not hiking down in there. So let me go up here and find my way back. So I've been walking along the edge of this. This is Calf Creek flowing down below me. Must be a kind of a flat spot and just accumulates all kinds of probably debris and then all this vegetation starts growing from it. But you can see right there how everything is just flat. It must have been flowing really hard last night when it was raining super hard last night. But honestly, this is a really unique area. Haven't seen anything quite like it before. I attempted to try to cross it, but the vegetation is just crazy thick. Ground is super soft, and like everything is thorny. There's like what I would call like a wild rose bush down in there, like all over the place, just grabbing me, and what looked like wild raspberries. But anyways, just really thorny. So I'm up on top and I'm hiking out this way. All right, I'm back to Upper Calf Creek Falls. Just walking along and look at that, it's like a perfect circle. That is super weird. Super weird. All right, back to Upper Calf Creek Falls. I'm gonna hike along and then hike down below it. So, all right, I'm down below. Hike towards these falls. See if I can make it to that alcove on the other side. It's really pretty. So I came into this not wanting to get my feet wet, but the reality is, just to walk where I was walking, taking video a second ago, my feet are soaked. So I'm gonna walk through this river and go see if I can get a picture of that other side. So I'm right below that alcove. This is just a massive water hole right here. I'm gonna attempt to hike over and get underneath that alcove and see what I see. So this is where the river heads down. Okay, I'm under it. Oh, this is super cool. Underneath that big alcove. Absolutely gorgeous. The sun hitting the water coming off that. Incredible. Incredible. It is super muddy. My feet are soaking wet and muddy. I'm gonna head back. One more shot of that water coming off. It's incredible. Heading out. I think that hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it, right in front of me is where I'm going to get out of here. So heading out of here right now. Probably got less than half a mile to go. Alright, so when I was hiking in, I didn't see any of this really. I mean, it wasn't super dark, but I was focused on watching my steps because it was dark enough that I felt like I needed to. But look at all these volcanic boulders all over the place. I can understand why they call these the Boulder Mountains. It's crazy. Got back to my car and it's still 38 degrees out there. So started when it was 35, ended at 38. That was a pretty cold hike all the way through.
Hope you enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun to make. Really cool location. Glad I was able to get it done. Ended up about 4.5 miles. Hiked quite a bit off trail. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.